The person that I love the most in this world can actually trigger me faster than anyone else. During the first 5 years of our relationship, I thought this might mean there was something seriously wrong. Turns out, I just didn't know the skill set of emotional regulation and how to apply it to our communication. And when I did, it changed everything. If you want better communication, check this video out. By the end of this video, you will understand why your partner triggers you so much and how to regulate yourself so that you can turn those fights into conversations where you both have the experience of being understood. Let's increase our understanding of why our partner is so triggering to us. The primary reason is that they activate our childhood wounds. Our nervous system experiences our partner like our early caregivers, reactivating old fears. I have a belief from my childhood that there's something wrong with me. This comes from having an ADHD diagnosis, and some of my behaviors caused me to experience rejection from my caregivers, my parents. And because of the psychological connection between our partner and our family of origin, she is perfectly positioned to bring forward this wound in me. So when my behaviors cause her to pull back, I feel an amplified sense of rejection. In other words, I'm triggered. I have extra energy from my past experiences, my upbringing, that is now getting attached to our current relationship, what's happening now. Extra energy from the past. Reason 2 is that intimacy removes your armor. Just by the nature of being so close to your partner and sharing so much with them, they're going to see you in all of your different shades. It's one thing to feel sad or depressed or afraid alone, and it's another thing to be witnessed in that. And when we live in a confined space with our partner, and there's not a lot of space to go and be human and have that vulnerable space, do our own process, we're doing it and being witnessed by someone who we really, really care about. And that combination brings forward a lot of potential extra energy, a lot of ability to get triggered. Those childhood wounds we just talked about, they're going to get activated because of the proximity, intensity, intimacy, and the inability to have that separation, to be able to compartmentalize. We don't get to compartmentalize when we're in a partnership. An example of this in my life is around money. I want to keep my money private, and I want to keep my money stress private. And when I share it, I've removed my armor, and I can't hide it sometimes. It's just present for me, and I don't want to be witnessed in it. So that inability to hide because of the proximity means that brings forward tension about money. And I know this is a common thing that comes up for couples, because we're no longer having a private financial life. We have a shared financial life. And because we have a shared financial life, the emotions around finances are also shared. And that's more vulnerable and brings forward triggers. Soon, we're going to move on to how to get regulated if you become deregulated. But first, let's add one more piece of the puzzle of why our partners are so deregulating. And that's because of our empathetic response. And our empathetic response is actually tied to the amount we care about our partner. The more intimate, the closer the relationship, the higher stakes it is. And our reactivity goes right along with it. That empathetic response goes right along with it. If your partner is feeling angry, it's very likely to make you angry. A small thing can become a big thing because it builds off of itself. One salty comment, one short comment, a bigger reaction, 4 times as much reaction, and then we're getting into a trigger because those bigger emotional reactions, like nothing else, can pull us into our past wounds from our family, from our upbringing, from our sensitivity, our lived experiences. And that's done most effectively in our high-stakes relationship. My partner holds a belief that I only think it's okay if she's happy. And she's right. It's easy for me to accept her happiness. And when she goes to a place of feeling, human, like we all do, feeling angry or frustrated or shut down or whatever, my reaction is generally to be, that's not okay. Please don't do that. And that in her creates this reaction of it's not okay for her to be the way that she is. So that creates a reaction of defensiveness in her. Then she's defensive, so I react to that. Why are you being defensive? Why are you doing this to me? That's a very common pattern for us to get into. And it's just an example of how these emotional reactions can build off of each other. So we're going to get into how to get re-regulated as you start to witness yourself going into a triggered mode. Let's come back to center. So check this out. Self-regulation as a 3-step process. I'm going to make this so easy for you. Step 1, recognize that you're unregulated. Pause. That's the first step. Stopping the momentum forward and recognizing that you're not regulated right now. Step 2, shifting the energy from external to internal. Beginning the self-inquiry. What emotion is present for me? That's the essential part of step 2. Name the emotion. Fear, sadness, anger, shame. Don't complicate it with other emotions. We're going for one of those 4 primary emotions. Step 3, we're going to investigate the emotion. This is deepening into the self-inquiry. This is all about connection to self. What is present for me? And now that I'm present with my emotions, we need to know how to work with each emotion, each of these 4 primary emotions. So let's go over the questions that are associated with each emotion for self-inquiry. Anger is all about what's been taken away from me, what boundary has been violated, or what am I defending? So we'll sit with ourselves and ask those questions. Sadness, what have I lost? Feel it. Really sit with that question if you identify the emotion as sadness. What have I lost? Shame. Shame is a story about self. What is the identity that is painful that I'm carrying right now? I am a failure. I'm not any good. I'm a person who can't get anything right. Okay? Feel that. Stay with that. Use those questions to get closer to it. And finally, fear. Fear is future-oriented. What is coming? It's about control and anticipation. What am I anticipating? What am I trying to control? Those 2 questions will serve if you can identify that the emotion present is fear. And so, once we've done the inquiry, we have identified the emotion, and we've done the inquiry of the emotion, we are now in a state of regulation and self-knowledge. The next step is going to be the step that is so beautiful. I hope you've made it this far, because this is how we actually shift it from a fight into a conversation that builds towards something positive. This positive part, this is the most empowering part of doing the emotional labor to understand ourselves. This is how we can actually have the relationship that we want. It's so powerful. So what's happening here is we're going to take that self-knowledge, that moment, to bring it into what emotion's present, name the emotion, understand the emotion, and then we're going to communicate that understanding. That's so beautiful. We actually really like to receive this from people. When somebody comes to me and they say, I'm feeling shame. I'm holding the identity of being a failure right now. It feels heavy in my heart and it's present for me. Pause, right? The person who's receiving that is going to soften. And this is the beauty of it. We get to soften when we share ourselves. And we're going to invite it from our partner also. That when I soften, I'm inviting them to soften. And that's so perfect. It's so beautiful. All of a sudden, we're not in a fight anymore. We're taking turns seeing each other. We're using our emotions as a compass to point towards self-understanding. And then we're sharing those understandings. And then our partner's receiving them, letting them resonate, right? We have to receive them too if our partner does this for us. Let them resonate. Feel it. Feel the emotion again. Understand the emotion and express the understanding. This is what a deep conversation actually is. A fight is all up here in the head. See it my way, see it my way. It's a bunch of crap. This is the best hack ever to start to have truly deep, meaningful conversations in the place of arguments. Continue to bring the emotion forward and use it to inform the truth. Share that truth with each other and love each other. It's softening, beautiful, juicy, joyful, connecting energy. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, bless you. I hope that this can serve to make your relationship feel better, let you feel better, get the connection you want. And remember, this is a skill set. Learning ourselves and learning self-inquiry is a skill set that I specialize in. I'm practicing every day in my life, in my relationships, and with my clients, holding space to get better at this skill that makes our relationships better. Better relationships, better life, more happiness, more power, feel better. I want to help you. So if you're into this way of seeing the world, reach out. My website is in the description. I want to connect with you. We can just start with that discovery call. It costs nothing, and it can have value in and of itself. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time and watching this.